everyone and welcome to today's video. My name is Kenzie. If you did not know that, now you know. And you guys, today I'm going to be showing you how I clean and take care of my luxury handbags.
So until then, just wait.
If this is your first time ever seeing me, then hello, I'm so happy to have you. My name is Kenzie. I make a lot of videos about luxury handbags, luxury fashion, travel, jewelry, but mostly handbags. I like those a lot. If any of that sounds fun to you, if you like the idea, then I would ask that you consider clicking the subscribe button and give this video a like and ding the little bell down there so you're notified every time I upload. And you guys, without any further ado, let's get on into the video. My allergies are kicking my absolute butt, so if you can hear that I'm all stopped up, I do apologize. Yes, great luxury handbags comes great responsibility because these babies are pretty fragile. At least most of them are. Probably 90% of my luxury handbags are relatively delicate and should be handled with care. I do have a couple that are pretty low maintenance. One of them, I'm not really sure if it's low maintenance yet. I just got it a few days ago, and then the other one over here is pretty low maintenance, and I have been testing that out. I've got 3 bags to show you today, just as kind of eye candy while I talk over what I do. But let's start with the bag that probably my least high maintenance. And that's gonna be this bag right here. This is my beautiful, amazing, immaculate Mulberry Mini Alexa bag. I've done a full unboxing of this baby as well as a review. If you have not seen those, I'll have them linked up here or down below so you can go watch them after this video. But yes, this bag for me, in my experience, has been very, very durable. It's got rained on like crazy. It's got snowed on. It hasn't gotten dropped in the mud or anything, thank God, but it has definitely gotten more, I guess, wear than my other lambskin bags. This bag is bovine leather, I do believe. As you can see right here, the grains are quite large on this bag. I don't think really any bag should be exposed to water if you can avoid it, but I don't know what it is about this bag. It just gets rained on, and then the rain just kind of I guess soaks into the bag, but it doesn't hurt it in any way, you know? It doesn't make it discolored or make it deformed, or the rain doesn't stay there. The color, the rain mark doesn't stay. If I notice that maybe it got a little too wet or something, because it's never been soaking wet, you know? It's never been submerged in water. You know, please don't do that to any of your handbags. And I like the bag a lot because this is the one that I can carry with me that I know nothing is gonna happen to. You know, no matter what the weather brings, it's gonna be fine. I mean, this one has also endured direct sunlight. And I know a lot of these other bags that are lambskin and stuff are not supposed to be in direct sunlight for too long. This one right here, I try, of course, not to keep it in direct sunlight on purpose because I don't wanna, you know, inadvertently discolor the bag or make it dry and dry out the leather or anything like that. But I have noticed that if it is stuck in the sun for a little bit of time, there's literally no change in the bag. There's no wear and tear when it comes to that. And also the rain just doesn't seem to have an effect on it. All I need to do is really just kind of wipe it off. I'll get home and get a little towel, or if I have a napkin in my car, I'll just kind of give it a wipe off, or even depending on the shirt I'm wearing, if I'm wearing a relatively soft shirt, I'll just use my shirt and just kind of dab it off, wipe it off, and then she's good to go. There's no issues. So this one right here I do think is very, very great for every day because she is an everyday bag to begin with, but I also think that she is just very durable and she can kind of take more of a beating than these other bags that I'm going to talk about. So she is really great if you are not wanting to mess around with any kind of maintenance and don't want to have to baby a bag. Next up on my list for probably the second most fragile bag that I have, and that's gonna be, of course, my Chanel Classic Flap. I have 2 of these. I have this beautiful black one, as you can see right here, and I also have a green one as well. The green one is definitely more fragile than this black one. You know what? Let me just go grab the green one. I don't know why I didn't grab it. Here we go. Here's my green one, and she is quite old. She already has a few wrinkles in her, cracks in the leather, because she is, I think, from 94, 95, something like that. So she is quite old, but she still looks immaculate. Look at this. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see the cracking in her. It's just dry. The leather is just dry. You can see it a lot more on the back. Can you see that? Maybe you can, I don't know, but honestly, from, you know, when I'm just wearing it, no one's ever gonna know. How are they gonna know? But yes, this bag right here is definitely a lot more delicate than my black. classic flap, but still both of these are classic flaps and they're both pretty delicate bags, especially because they're lambskin. I much prefer lambskin over caviar. I'm not saying that I would never get a caviar bag. I definitely would. If I just found one that spoke to me that was caviar, I definitely would get it. I'm not opposed to caviar. I just like the look of the lambskin better personally. I think it looks nice. This bag I have done quite a bit of maintenance on myself when I got it. So, and I still do maintenance on this bag every so often when I feel like it needs it. So I'm gonna put her down because she never really needs maintenance because number one, whoever had this bag before me kept really good care of it. And the leather's not dried out or anything like that. It's not stretched out. The bag is practically in brand new condition. Now this bag right here, as you can see, it kind of like comes out on the sides and like that. I have tried so hard to like kind of pinch this back in and kind of make this stay. I've continued to try to do that, but it doesn't seem to work. So I just let it kind of come out. She's old. I mean, I don't want to make her do anything that she doesn't want to do, I guess. But what I do is I do moisturize the front of her probably once a month, I would say, maybe twice a month if I'm feeling that she really needs it, or if I've taken her out a lot, I will moisturize her. And I can really tell that it does help. It doesn't like help for, you know, it doesn't cure anything, but it just helps rehydrate the leather. And what I use, believe it or not, I actually learned about this from Sophie Chohet, and I will link her video regarding this as well, and I will also be linking this stuff. This is by Colonial Classic and it's gel. And here's what she looks like. It comes in a little pot, and when you open it up, it looks like this. Can you see that? It's like a bouncy jelly consistency. So what I'll do is I will take a microfiber cloth, and I normally say that it needs to be microfiber. I wouldn't use like a regular dish towel, hand towel, or anything like that. It needs to be microfiber unless you have something else that you know that works. I personally like the microfiber ones because they're very soft and they're non-abrasive, so they're not going to like scratch the bag or scratch the leather or anything like that. Lord forbid if you even have any like pieces of leather that are a little bit loose on the bag, if you use a regular towel, you could just snag that piece of leather right off and now you have like a bald spot on the bag. Let's not do that. So that is the reason why I really suggest a microfiber towel, and even with this, I would be very light-handed. So what I do is I get a little bit of that gel stuff, and then I kind of just go all over this bag, to be honest, but if I do see an area that needs it more than others, I will kind of focus on that area. Let me just demonstrate. So I've got a little of my gel stuff, so I'll just take a little bit. Can you see that? It's on there, I promise. I'm just not doing a large amount. So, and then you see right there, there is a little bit of dryness just right in the front there. So I'll just go over it. Do you see where I placed it? Oh my gosh, I really hope you can see where I placed it, but I don't know. But I just go over it. And it just rehydrates the leather, and it can also get rid of like small stains if you've accidentally like stained the bag or got it like dirty or scuffed it or something. And of course it comes with every single bag that, you know, not all bags are going to react the same to this, like to the same cleaning product. So what I did, because I saw Sophie Chohet using this gel stuff on her Lady Dior bag, and I know they're both lambskin bags, but I don't know if they're like, you know, two different types of lambskin. You know, one could not be the same as the other. I don't know. They're probably the same, but I'm not entirely sure. So what I did is I did like a tiny little patch test on the inside of the bag just to make sure that it didn't have any kind of like adverse reaction. I didn't want it to like change the color of the bag or oxidize in some kind of weird way, but it didn't. It leaves the bag feeling very smooth and like hydrated. You know, you're moisturizing the bag the same way you would moisturize your skin. I do go over the whole bag. I have to be really careful with the back here because there are quite a lot of dry patches here, so if I go over it too much, it gets dirty. One thing I will say, if you watch this video and if you do get this gel stuff and try it on your bag with the microfiber cloth, please just be as careful as you possibly can. I don't want anybody being like, Kenzie told me I could do this. Just be very, very careful. I'm not like condoning you going crazy on your bags or anything, but one thing I have noticed is that if you do go over it and if something becomes dirty or if it looks like it's stained or if it looks like it's smudged or something, in my experience, that goes away. Like if I go over this back part right here, it looks black. Not all the way black, but like the parts with the cracks in it can look a little bit discolored at first, but then in my experience I just put it back on the shelf and then it goes away in like an hour. It doesn't stay like that. If you do notice that something like that happens, I would probably just stop what you're doing. Of course I would stop, not continue, and then just, you know, just set it out on the side or something for a couple hours or maybe even a day just to make sure it goes away. But yeah, that's how I clean my Chanel bag here. On to my probable number one most delicate bag that I own. This is my Dior, Lady Dior in the small size, and she is in the color Fard if you're in Europe, and well, Italy. I don't know if it's the same in Paris or any other place in Europe, but it was called Fard when I was in Italy, and I think it's just called Blush in America. So I love her to literal pieces. She is one of my prized possessions. I'm obsessed with this bag. But yes, this one is probably my most delicate bag that I own, and I really have to baby this bag. Number one, the way that I do that is the same situation with this right here, and I will go over it if there is any kind of, I don't really use this to hydrate the leather yet because I haven't needed to, but I do use this to go over the flap on the inside. If she's gotten dirty or gotten like makeup on her or anything like that, I will put that gel stuff on this and use that microfiber towel to clean it off, and it works like an absolute charm. So that is one thing that I think is really good use for this bag. It's actual cleaning. I wouldn't intentionally put water on any of these bags, especially this one. I don't know what it is. Because I know this one is so prone to color transfer, I'm scared to do anything even remotely spicy with this bag, if you know what I mean. So also, I did hear from Sophie Showhead that it does work pretty okay if there's color transfer on the bag. I want to say that she said that. Maybe it wasn't like on the bag itself, maybe it was on this part right here, but I think that she did like a test where she did like an ink pen on a Dior wallet or something, a card holder, and then she tested this stuff to see if it would come off, and it did come off. I'm gonna link the video below just to make sure, because I think she said something like that, but don't quote me 100%. I'm not going to intentionally get color transfer on this bag or stay in this bag to test it. I will let her do that because she already has. I have had color transfer on this bag, and I was able to get it off with just a little bit of, I did use water because I needed to get it off, but I did use a cloth, like a microfiber cloth, and just like the tiniest little dab of water, and just did like that, and it came off just fine. It wasn't an issue, and I have really not gotten this bag wet any other time. I don't take it out when I know it's gonna rain. I keep her very much protected at all times. But another thing with this bag that I do have to do regularly is clean out the flap. You know, like right there, a lot of crumbs and stuff will gather in the little flap area right there. So I have noticed that I could do a couple of things. I actually have some stuff in there right now that I need to get out. Hi, Editing Kenzie here. This part of the video got corrupted. I don't know what exactly happened to it, but what I was saying is that for that little flap on the Lady Dior, what I'll normally do is get a Q-tip and I'll just take a little bit of that gel stuff, just like a little small amount, and I'll go over that crease area, that crevice where a lot of crumbs and stuff collect. So I just use it with a Q-tip, a little gel stuff, put it on there, and then just kind of wipe it off with the microfiber towel, just really softly and gently, and it comes clean just like that. Like now, it's even cleaner than it was a second ago. This one is like God tier when it comes to delicacy. My classic flap is like B tier when it comes to delicacy, and my Mulberry Mini Alexa is like D when it comes to delicacy, which I think is good. You know, all of these are great bags in their own ways, and all of them can be carried at, you know, their specific time. Well, honestly, you can carry any bag anytime you want to. I would just, you know, just be careful on the weather. But it does not matter what kind of bag you carry for your outfit, for your style. You just carry whatever you like and whatever feels good to you. I'm just gonna hold these up here so you have a little bit of eye candy to look at. When it comes to storage, I do keep mine on a shelf. It's supposed to be a bookshelf, but I use it for bags. And I do just have them sitting on the shelf. I do have a couple of hanger thingies. They're like, I think they're bag hangers. I got them from Amazon as well. I'll link them down below too. But I have this one on a bag hanger, and then I used to have my YSL Lulu Puffer on a bag hanger, but I don't have that bag anymore. So I think whenever I get my mini Jody bag, I will kind of put it on the bag hanger because it'd be really, really nice. But the other ones just kind of sit on the shelf and they just sit there nicely. I do dust them if I know that I'm not taking them out for a little while. I do not keep them stored in their dust bag or in their boxes or anything because I personally think that that would dry out the leather, because I like to let the leather breathe a little bit and I don't want to have it just sitting inside of its dust bag, inside of its box. I know a lot of people swear by that, keeping them safe and secure and stuff, but I feel like that would make them dry out very quick. Who am I to say anything? Like, I'm not a handbag expert. I like bags, but I've been keeping them sitting out since I got them, and you know, they've been fine. I don't keep them in direct sunlight. I make sure to keep them in a shaded area. When it comes to actually storing them, I do have a insert for most of these bags. I have this one right here for the Lady Dior. I have I want to say this is by either Samorga or Zimuni, however you say it. I do have an insert there, and that helps just keep the bag shape. This is a pretty structured bag to begin with, so you may not need an organizer for this bag, but I got one anyways just to be safe. And same with my green classic flap. I do have an insert. I have an organizer in that one as well, just to maintain its shape, because this one has already lost its shape just a little bit from the previous owner. So it has kind of bulged out here, and then the front pocket, this front pocket right here does have a little bit of stretch to it, to where I don't think it should really have stretch. I mean, I know that it's there, you can use it, but I don't know, I like to keep my bags like in immaculate condition, so I do use that front pocket because the previous owner used the front pocket. It's already stretched out, so I might as well use it. But on the black classic flap, that pouch, that front pocket is not stretched out. It's very much still, you know, like pretty intact, and it's like kind of stiff. So I do not use the front pocket on this bag because I don't want to stretch it out. Yeah, it's definitely very stiff, but in here I don't have an organizer. I just have a dust bag and a pair of socks in here just to keep the shape that way. I do need to get an organizer for the small classic flap. I just haven't done that yet. For my Mulberry Mini Alexa, I of course have a organizer in this one as well. You kind of have to with this bag because this bag is so slouchy. All of your stuff just falls over if you don't have an organizer in there. I found when it comes to organizers that if you just want to maintain the shape, I would probably get a thick organizer, but it's kind of hard to use that in the bag when you're actually taking the bag out, because the thick organizers will take up quite a bit of space in the bag. And then if you are just wanting an organizer for every day just to kind of have in the bag so it doesn't get dirty on the inside, then I would go with like a thin organizer. But then when you do store the bag, I would put something else in it as well just to make sure that it holds its shape. But yeah, that's pretty much it, you guys. That's how I care for and clean my bags. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments what you think of this video. Let me know if you have any other tips and tricks when it comes to cleaning, storing, taking care of your bags, and let me know in the comments what you have as well. Like, I want to know all the bags that you guys have. But you guys, I hope that you enjoyed this video. Thank you again for watching it. If you did enjoy it, then go ahead and click up the like button for me and then subscribe if you want to, and be sure to ding the little bell down there so you're notified every time I upload. And you guys, I'll see you in the next video. Bye!